Strange New Worlds is a better version of what Star Trek Discovery was trying to be. When Star Trek Discovery launched in 2017, it carried the weight of reigniting a beloved franchise for a new generation. With its serialized format, darker tone, and grandiose narrative arcs, Discovery attempted to modernize Star Trek while staying tethered to its legacy. But for many longtime fans, something fundamental felt off. It wasn't until Strange New Worlds premiered in 2022 that it became clear this was the show Discovery had always aspired to be: character-driven, optimistic, adventurous, and deeply rooted in the essence of Star Trek. A return to episodic storytelling. At the heart of Strange New Worlds' success is its unapologetic embrace of episodic storytelling, a format that Discovery largely abandoned in favor of long, serialized arcs filled with galaxy-ending stakes. While serialization allows for deeper long-form character development, Discovery often felt weighed down by convoluted plots and melodrama that left little room for exploration or classic Trek themes. It became a show about saving the universe over and over, which ironically diminished the stakes over time. By contrast, Strange New Worlds returns to the original Star Trek formula: one ship, one mission at a time. This structure gives the crew space to breathe, allows each episode to explore a different ethical dilemma or alien culture, and, crucially, recenters the human condition as the franchise's core concern. It's not afraid to be playful, tragic, suspenseful, or romantic, and often all in one season. Tone matters. Optimism over angst. Discovery's tone is frequently grim, often mirroring the high-stakes serialized dramas that dominate contemporary television. While Star Trek has never shied away from darkness, from DS9's war arcs to Picard's trauma-laced themes, Discovery sometimes seemed to revel in despair without giving enough time to balance those emotions with hope. It told us over and over that Starfleet was about unity and science and compassion, but it rarely showed it in action. Strange New Worlds course corrects by remembering that Star Trek is ultimately about hope, the idea that humanity not only survives but thrives, that we get better together. From Captain Pike's calming presence to the crew's genuine camaraderie, the tone is one of confidence and warmth. Even when the characters face trauma or moral uncertainty, the show handles it with grace and introspection rather than exhausting emotional overdrive. Stronger ensemble, clearer vision. While Discovery began with a bold decision to focus on Michael Burnham as the central protagonist, it often sidelined its supporting cast, reducing many bridge officers to background noise. The emotional arc of the show hinged almost entirely on Burnham, who was frequently placed in an overburdened chosen one role. As a result, Discovery's storytelling became lopsided, and the ensemble never fully gelled in the way classic Trek crews did. Strange New Worlds, however, spreads the narrative wealth generously. Each character, from Lon Noonien Singh's guarded strength to Nurse Chapel's charm and depth, gets moments to shine. Episodes like Memento Mori and Those Old Scientists exemplify how well the writers juggle character development with plot momentum. No one feels wasted. Even legacy characters like Spock and Uhura are given new dimensions, making them feel both familiar and fresh. Captain Pike, a new kind of Starfleet leader. It's impossible to talk about Strange New World superiority without highlighting Anson Mount's portrayal of Captain Christopher Pike. Where Burnham's leadership journey was rocky and often emotionally fraught, Pike leads with empathy, wisdom, and humility, a throwback to classic Starfleet ideals. Pike isn't just a great leader because he's competent. He's inspiring because he listens. He isn't afraid to delegate, admit vulnerability, or sit down at the table with enemies. His knowledge of his tragic future, courtesy of Discovery's time travel plotline, adds a rich layer of poignancy to his decisions, giving the show stakes that feel deeply personal rather than apocalyptic. Better integration of legacy. One of Discovery's major challenges was how to honor Trek's legacy while charting new territory. Its prequel status, placed just before TOS, made continuity messy and often required awkward narrative gymnastics to explain design differences or technological leaps. It tried to be bold and new while shackled to canon, a character's